Today we're going to be talking about two techniques of dart manipulation. The first one is the slash and spread method. And the second one is called the pivot technique. The slash and spread method is where you trace around your whole block, cut into your new piece, open it up and rotate your fullness elsewhere. So let's start by tracing around our block. Next, you want to mark on the position of your new dart. And now we can cut straight over our new dart position and one side of our old dart. As you may have guessed, this is the slashing part of slash and spread. So you can see where we've cut, and now using our dart point as a rotation point, we close up our old dart and it automatically opens up at our new dart position. And of course, this is the spread part of our slash and spread. And you can tape it closed, making sure that both sides of your old dart are perfectly lined up. At this point, you want to put a piece of paper behind your new dart. This makes your pattern piece strong and makes it easier when you go to add your seam allowance and to fill in your dart. One of the benefits of using slash and spread is that we can use it to create curved darts or even curved seams. So first, just like normal slash and spread, we have to trace off our block. Next, let's mark on our dart position. So I'm going to draw a nice curvy line to my side seam. You can do this using one dart or two darts, or you can do multiple and create a seam. I'm going to do two darts to make into a seam. So next we need to slash and spread one dart closed. Try to remember that when you're working with multiple darts, it's much easier to work with one at a time, just to make sure you don't get confused about where your volume is or cut too many pieces out and then lose a couple. It's really good practice to get into, and it's really helpful in the future when you start to do really complicated garments. Once you've rotated your dart closed, you can tape it closed to keep it there. So then next, I'm going to rotate this dart into this line here. At this point, if you're combining your darts into one curved dart, you simply cut along here and rotate your dart closed. But I'm going to cut along my second curved line to make my dart into a seam. So I've cut, and now I can rotate my top dart closed. And that creates two pieces. I've got a top piece now and a bottom piece, and I've got a nice curvy seam with all of my shaping in it. The pivot technique works by pivoting your block around a single rotation point. It's great if you're combining multiple darts into one, or if you're rotating just one dart. It's a little bit more advanced and can be a bit tricky to get your head around, but once you have, it's really fantastic because it is slightly quicker than slash and spread. We're cutting out that step where you have to trace around the whole block, cut into it and physically open it up. First thing we want to do is mark on our new dart position. Remember, always use pencils so you can rub this out later. Next we need to do is trace around the area which you know isn't going to move, which is the centre front. You can see the top area is going to move, so we'll leave that one for now. So trace around half of the dart, so you've got something to match with when you rotate, all the way around the rest of the block, right until you get to where your new dart line is. So then grab something sharp and pop it in your apex and simply rotate. And you want to match the top of your old dart together and then trace around. Again, right until you get to your new dart position. And then we take away our block and we can see we've got an open space. So if we connect our bus point or our apex to each end of the dart, so now you can see we've rotated our shoulder dart to the side, and this is our new pattern piece, and we no longer need this line. So if I compare my slash and spread and my pivot technique, you can see we've reached the same endpoint but using different techniques. To take our pivot method one step further, let's combine two darts. Here's my original block. I have my two darts and my drill hole, and my darts are slightly stepped back. So let's start by marking on our new dart position. We're going to rotate both of these darts into that position. So this area is going to move and this area is going to move. So let's start by tracing off the centre front. Even though our darts are stepped back, we still want to use our bus point as our rotation point. Start by rotating your top dart closed. Now we can trace around the area of the block, right up until our new dart position. If we go back to our original position, now we can do the same with the bottom dart. So put something sharp in your bus point and rotate your dart closed, and trace around until you get to your new dart position. Now just as we did with the single dart rotation, we can go and close this dart. So we draw from our bus point, our rotation point, to each end of our dart. And there you can see we've combined both of these darts into one. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and don't be shy. If you've got any questions, send me a message or comment on the video. Also, just a reminder to check out my blog on my website for loads of extra bits and bobs.